Hey, everybody, it's your boy Nelly here. Today, I want to share a personal story that's really close to my heart, how I fell back in love with my incredible wife, Ashanti, after all those years apart. Trust me, this journey has been wild, and I can't wait to take you along for the ride. Nelly, you know, love can be a tricky thing. It can bring you together, and just as easily, it can pull you apart. Ashanti and I had our ups and downs, especially after our breakup, but life has a funny way of bringing you back to where you belong. Nelly. So, let's rewind a bit. Ashanti and I first met in the early 2000s. We were both young, ambitious, and ready to conquer the world. Our chemistry was undeniable. I mean, we were like peanut butter and jelly, right? But like any relationship, we faced challenges. Nelly. After a few years together, we took different paths. It was tough. We were both focused on our careers, and, honestly, I think we lost sight of what we had. The breakup was hard, but it was what we thought was best at the time. Watching Ashanti shine as a solo artist was bittersweet. I was proud of her, but I missed our connection. Years went by, and life took us in different directions. But deep down, I always hoped we could reconnect. Nelly. Fast forward to a couple of years ago. I was at a charity event, and guess who was there? Yup, Ashanti. The moment I saw her, it felt like no time had passed at all. My heart raced. I couldn't believe how beautiful she still was. Nelly. That night, we caught up, and it was like we were kids again. We shared stories, laughed, and talked about everything we had missed. I realized how much I still cared for her. Nelly. But I also knew that rekindling a romance wasn't going to be easy. We had both grown, changed, and had our own lives. I had to be honest with myself about my feelings. So I took a leap of faith. Nelly. I reached out to her after the event. I just wanted to see where she was at. Surprisingly, she was open to catching up again. We started texting, then calling, and before I knew it, we were spending more time together. Nelly. It felt different this time. We were both older, wiser, and more mature. We talked about our past, our mistakes, and what we truly wanted. I realized that the love we had was still there, buried under years of silence and misunderstandings. Nelly. I remember one night, we went out for dinner, and it was like a revelation. I looked across the table at her and thought, this is my person. The laughter, the connection, it was all still there. I couldn't ignore it any longer. Nelly. So, I decided to be bold. I told her how I felt. I wasn't afraid to put my heart on the line. I said, Ashanti, I still love you. I never stopped. And you know what? She felt the same way. Nelly. We talked for hours that night. It was a moment of honesty and vulnerability that I think we both needed. We discussed our past and our dreams for the future. I realized I wanted to build something new with her, something lasting. Nelly. We decided to take it slow but be intentional. It wasn't just about reigniting a flame, it was about building a stronger foundation this time around. We started going on adventures, exploring new places, and just enjoying each other's company. Nelly. Every moment we spent together felt like a new beginning. We learned to communicate better, appreciate each other more, and support one another's dreams. It was refreshing, like a breath of fresh air. Nelly. So, here we are now. We're back together, stronger than ever. It's amazing how love can find its way back to you, even after so many years. Life is too short to hold on to past regrets. Sometimes, you just have to be brave enough to reach out and say, I still love you. Nelly. To anyone out there going through something similar, don't be afraid to take that first step. Love can come back in the most unexpected ways. Thanks for listening to my story today. Remember, always keep your heart open.